All right, good afternoon, everybody. Can everybody hear me okay? Good afternoon. Well, it's my honor to welcome everyone to our spring staff assembly here at Vanderbilt University. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Eric Kopstain, and I serve as the Vice Chancellor for Administration. I'm really thrilled to be here with those of you gathered in person today here, and also want to extend a warm welcome to those of you who are joining us online. Thank you for being with us online. And thank you all for taking the time to come together for this celebration to recognize the tremendous dedication, the talent, and achievements of Vanderbilt's extraordinary staff. We hold these staff assemblies every fall and every spring as we kick off the academic year, and as is the case today, as we bring the academic year to a close. These moments really provide us with a chance to celebrate our progress as a university community and to recognize our colleagues who are the recipients of our annual staff awards. Each of the awards today reflects a core value that we share here at Vanderbilt, and together they represent a small sample, just a small sample of the enormous impact of staff contributions to our community and our educational mission. So to begin our program today, I'm pleased to welcome University Staff Advisory Council President Tiffany Lawrence Givens. Tiffany is the Human Resources Director in the School of Medicine Basic Sciences, and she's served as USAC President for the past year. Please join me now in welcoming Tiffany.
Thank you, Vice Chancellor Kopstain. And thank you again to those joining for this spring staff assembly. As you may remember from last spring, I took office a couple months early, giving me the unique opportunity of participating in my third staff assembly. I stand before you full of excitement for the future and some sadness, as this will be my final time speaking at the staff assembly as your USAC president since my term ends June 30th. I want to use our time together to reflect on a few initiatives USAC has accomplished during the fiscal year because of the amazing staff at Vanderbilt. First, I want to remind you of what we do and who we are. We act as an advisory group to the university focused on issues that affect Vanderbilt and those served by the council. We work across the university's administration and staff community to resolve problems, develop policies, and advance best practices for staff. As a result of the reapportionment in fiscal year 21, we are now comprised of 96 voting members across 19 groups, which represent all areas of staff, both exempt and non-exempt, in non-union roles throughout the university. We are currently amid our spring elections for our even groups, and several off-cycle elections to fill vacancies in odd groups. Thank you to the supervisors who encourage their team members to participate in the election process. Also, thank you to everyone who accepted the nomination to run as a USAC representative. Your willingness to serve is appreciated. As a reminder, any USAC staff member can nominate someone to be a USAC candidate, and one can also self-nominate. If you are not satisfied with the composition of your representatives, I encourage you to submit nominations and even self-select to participate in future elections. As of July 1st, 2021, USAC has 6 committees: communications, equity, diversity, and inclusion, events, membership, rules and administration, and staff life. In addition to 2 co-chairs for each committee, our officers include our treasurer, secretary, vice president, president-elect, and president. Since we last met, USAC has moved forward several initiatives and created opportunities to build community amongst the staff. Allow me to share a few highlights. Our events committee has been hard at work fostering community through activities such as our monthly virtual coffee break, which we were able to have in person in April at Starbucks and just last week on the Rand Terrace. They also hosted a lunch and lacrosse event where staff were encouraged to attend the game and USAC provided lunch. The committee also coordinates volunteer opportunities for staff and their families, such as working with One Generation Away on drive-through food distribution at Fort Negley, which we did in February and April. Be on the lookout for future volunteer opportunities. We continued our annual Spread the Love event virtually, which raises funds for Second Harvest Food Bank of Middle Tennessee. This spring, we raised $1,290, which provided over 5,100 meals for Tennessee families in need. Our Staff Life Committee finalized and submitted their parental leave proposal, which received approval from the council and was submitted to University Administration for review in October of 2021. In the proposal, we advocate for 16 weeks of parental leave at full pay, clear and concise communication of Vanderbilt's policies, and a culture of support for staff who utilize this benefit. Additionally, the committee realized there are areas of concern that need to be addressed that do not warrant a formal proposal. Based on this, they created a summary of issues, which is a document outlining areas where staff have concerns. To date, there have been 2 summaries of issues, one for parking and the other related to staff tuition benefits. Each summary was submitted to the correct contact person to address the items, and our feedback was received with appreciation. This is one example of how USAC is moving away from a siloed approach and leaning into radical collaboration. USAC continues to support the Employee Hardship Fund, which is available to any full-time employee who is experiencing a temporary hardship. The fund is administered by EAP Work-Life Connections. The Kroger's Community Rewards Program connects a Kroger card to the Vanderbilt EAP account, and a portion of proceeds a portion of purchases go to the fund. Additionally, our events committee saw the needs to raise funds in different ways. They coordinated Jingle in July and Holiday Jingle, which raised over $1,750 combined. This month, our fundraiser is Donate on the Date, where one identifies a date and donates that amount. It's not too late to donate. For example, you could donate $23 today in honor of the staff assembly. As long as there is a need, we will continue to find creative ways to raise money for the Employee Hardship Fund. Please stay connected with all that is happening in USAC and around campus by following us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You can also check out our website to identify your group representatives and view meeting recordings and minutes. Thank you to those who have submitted comments to our online feed about what is going well for staff, as well as what could be improved. Your thoughts are welcomed. This has not been an easy year for staff. Fortunately, USAC has been able to accomplish much due to the talented and engaged staff who volunteer and those who take time out of their day to participate in our events. When I agreed to be USAC President, Vice President, President-elect well over 2 years ago, I had no idea how challenging, memorable, and rewarding this experience would be. I am proud of all that we have accomplished, and I remain confident in the ability of USAC to make a difference in the lives of the staff members at Vanderbilt University as we dare to grow. Now, it is my honor to introduce Vanderbilt's 9th Chancellor, Daniel Diermeier.
So first I want to thank you, Tiffany, for the introduction, and I want to particularly thank you for your service to our staff and to the university, and it was a great pleasure and honor to have you on stage with me during my investiture as well. Good afternoon. It's my great pleasure to welcome everyone to this year's spring staff assembly right here at Vanderbilt. And much like Founders Walk and commencement, our staff assemblies really have become important traditions that give us the opportunity to continually define and celebrate who we are as a university. At Vanderbilt, we define our university as one community dedicated to the lifelong realization of human potential. Our motto, Crescere Aude, Latin for Dare to Grow, is the message we give to our students when they first set foot on campus. And when they leave, we remind them of it, as we just did. What was it, last week, 10 days? It's all a blur, 8 days ago. Because this motto reflects our greatest hope for them, both for their own lives and for the vital work they will do as future leaders in our world. And it was also the theme of my parting words to the graduating class of 2020 during commencement. But the message is really a message for our entire university community, and it encompasses much more than our hope for our students. It's woven into the fabric of our community, and it extends to every member within it. It is the spirit behind every groundbreaking discovery made by our faculty members within a laboratory, clinic, or conference room, or within a single line of music or stroke of paint. It lives among our coaches and our student athletes as they continually raise the bar of their own achievements. It resounds throughout our alumni networks as they help one another to achieve new ambitions, and it is present in every partnership that we create here in our hometown of Nashville as we seek to improve the lives of our neighbors and to support our city as it grows into the global hub of innovation and creativity that it holds the potential to become. And all of this to say is really the spirit of continual growth is especially present among our staff. Because without all of you, none of what I just described would be possible. Across all your varied functions and teams and responsibilities, and throughout all of what you do every day, you embody our shared values. You help to operate the campus and to create the culture in which our students belong and in which they thrive. That work is complex, and I know, well, it literally never ends. A college campus is like a vast and continually shifting universe. It's its own society, one that is active at all hours of the day and night. And a thing that our staff members do, from repairing a potentially dangerous sidewalk to hiring and onboarding Vanderbilt's new team members, are vital activities that make an impact on the lives of all of our students and our faculty. I know it, our faculty know it, our students know it, and our families and our alumni know it. At Vanderbilt, the impact of our staff does not simply support our educational mission, it is part of our educational mission through and through. It embodies it and fundamentally reflects who we are as a community. The annual awards that we present to staff, 5 in the spring and 6 in the fall, all demonstrate various characteristics that are inherent to a one-of-a-kind Vanderbilt culture. And it also motivated the 1,500 Chancellor's Recognition Award in March, recognizing the extraordinary efforts of all Vanderbilt employees as we navigated challenges and successes together. And as Tiffany said, this was not an easy year for our staff. Those of us who have been here since 2020 have heard me say that this was our finest hour, when in the face of a global pandemic that became one of the biggest challenges that higher education has ever seen, our community, you, pulled together. Together we did more than we ever thought possible and transformed that challenging year into one of our proudest moments. Today, we're stronger than ever because of it, And that same bold spirit continues to lead us into tomorrow as one Vanderbilt. Our community of students, faculty and staff is more diverse across many different measures than ever before. We are proud of this fact, but at Vanderbilt we're proud, but we're never fully satisfied. Our commitment to continue creating and maintaining a diverse, equitable, and inclusive environment is not only a core value, but a vital effort that we engage in every day and that we all share. We recognize and celebrate the dedication that it takes to do that every day. As a university, it's also imperative that we welcome and celebrate diversity of thought and diversity of perspective. Our sense of community is strengthened when we recognize that community doesn't necessarily mean consensus. And I want to spend a few minutes today on this topic with you because it's something that, in my view, really poses a serious threat to higher education in general. Because the basic purpose of a university is simple. We provide students with a transformative education while our faculty and staff work together to pursue path-breaking research. Both of these purposes require a climate in which students, faculty, and staff can feel free to ask hard questions, debate complex issues, and challenge conventional wisdom, whether that's in the lab, or whether that's in the classroom, or whether that's in the dorm room. Vanderbilt's campus, like all college campuses, must be a proving ground where ideas can be tested and prevailing thought challenged. These diverse perspectives form the rich soil where insight and impact can grow. Our work can't happen as it should when debate is stifled, when avenues of exploration are preemptively closed off, when conformity in thought replaces intellectual diversity, when we can't have dialogue, when we can't have discussions. And this is why, here at Vanderbilt, we embrace a long tradition of making campus a place where open discourse and free expression can thrive. Just last year, our Faculty Senate passed a resolution committing to provide an environment for open inquiry and the vigorous exploration and free expression of ideas. One important but often underappreciated dimension that the university can do this is by maintaining a position of principled neutrality on general policy and social matters, matters that do not directly affect the university and its functioning itself. This important principle has somewhat been forgotten over the last years. Many of our peers routinely take political positions while speaking on behalf of the entire university community. They're weighing on a range of topics that are worthy of concern, for sure, but are really unrelated to the functioning of the university. And I believe this is a mistake, because when a university or its leaders take any position, when it sends a signal that one point of view is preferable over another, it creates, one announcement at a time, a climate inconsistent with its very purpose, which is not to settle debates, but to foster an atmosphere where students and faculty are free to explore and discuss difficult and complex issues. Our stance should not be confused with a lack of values. A university must always proceed from clear values, but its values must be understood as the necessary preconditions for fulfilling its mission, and not as the imposition of a single opinion on behalf of the entire university community. Principled neutrality is simply the exercise of institutional restraint in service of our mission. We owe it to our students, our faculty, and to all of you to protect and encourage open discourse and free expression so that our university can reach its highest potential. Whether we like it or not, we live in complicated times, where the social climate is often tense at best, volatile, hostile, and its very worst, violent. This affects our students, this affects our communities deeply. Vanderbilt's campus must be a place where they live and attain academic degrees, of course, but it is also the place where they're forming their values as engaged citizens. And as other traditional forums in our society, unfortunately and regrettably, fall victim to polarization, universities are where American citizens can learn to coexist, converse, and cooperate with people whose views differ from their own. Vanderbilt students and our faculty represent our hope for building a future-surpassed society that simultaneously upholds the values of free expression, civility, and reason, and an ongoing openness to new perspectives and ideas, while providing forums for sharing and discussion of those very principles, perspectives, and ideas. I am grateful to everyone in this room and outside, watching on your computer, for providing a model of integrity that fosters these values among our students and that creates an environment where our university's vital research and discovery missions can thrive. All of you and the work you do here help building experiences that knows no limits. And this is a service, a daily commitment that provides endless positive impact in our world. Our mission is a noble mission. It's an exciting time to be working at Vanderbilt. We're now nearing our 105th anniversary, our sesquicentennial, during a great era of great momentum, innovation, and growth, both for our university and for the region that we call home. And you can sense the positive energy throughout our campus community. It lives in our people, and it lives in the stories we tell and the traditions we share. And I know we will hear it in the stories that we're about to share as we present our 2022 Spring Staff Awards. And with that, I would like to invite Vice Chancellor Kopstain to join me on stage to help recognize our recipients. Thank you very much. These are very, very beautifully decorated there, don't you think? Black and gold, all right. And now, we move to the Spring Staff Awards, which recognize the talent, resilience, and dedication of Vanderbilt staff members. The staff being honored today are representatives of these qualities, skills, and work ethic, but I see that those qualities, skills, and work ethic really from our staff every day, in every corner of Vanderbilt. So, here it goes. We begin with the award for early impact, which recognizes staff members who have worked at Vanderbilt for a minimum of 1 year and less than 5 years, and who have exhibited excellent performance that shows promise of future growth. This year's Early Impact Award winner is Paige Snee, who's a lead instructional technologist at the Center for Teaching. As a member of the Bright Space support team, Paige provides frontline technical and pedagogical support for the Vanderbilt teaching community. Paige is the team's go-to person. Oh, I love that. I love that job description. Okay, hear that. The team's go-to person for hard problems and novel challenges, which has created a category of support requests that the team calls Paige questions, because she always figures out a way forward. She helps others, whether they're novice or advanced, to understand and implement complex procedures and technologies. And with compassion and clear communication, she guides those who are just a tiny bit frustrated with the technologies. Paige's experience and dedicated support of key education technologies are crucial to the university's teaching mission enabling Vanderbilt students to have more meaningful learning experiences. Congratulations, Paige. Next, very important award, the Mentorship Excellence Award, which goes to a staff member who serves as a role model by inspiring colleagues and promoting professional development. This year's honoree is Trey Beasley, Assistant Vice Chancellor for Treasury. Together, Trey and his team helped the university fund the growth of capital projects that make it possible for Vanderbilt to provide transformative educational experiences. He supports his team's professional development and growth in many ways, one of which is encouraging team members to earn certification as a Treasury professional. He not only guides his team members in the intricacies, and intricate they are, of the world of higher education finance, he also counsels them on the best ways to approach a colleague for support or to tackle a time-sensitive project. And somehow, he finds the perfect balance between verifying his team's work and trusting his employees to do their jobs. With skill, poise, and kindness, Trey supports his team members every day and long-term success, and he makes what can be, on occasion, a stressful job less so. Congratulations, Trey. Next comes one of my favorite awards. We present the One Vanderbilt Excellence Award. This award recognizes a staff member, a staff team, department, or group that has demonstrated collaborative excellence on behalf of the university community. The winners of the One Vanderbilt Excellence Award are the Ignite VU team from the Student Center for Social Justice and Identity and the Office of Greek Life. Team members from the Student Center for Social Justice and Identity are Ashley Brown, very helpful, Antonella Valdivia, Brittany Pomerly, and Kauto Gabur. And from the Office of Greek Life, we have the team members Destiny Savage, Ashton Sawyers, Cam Alden, and Kristen Touré. The goal of the Ignite VU program is to assist members of Vanderbilt's Greek community in developing intercultural competence, the capability to shift cultural perspective and appropriately adapt behavior to cultural differences and commonalities. The Ignite VU teams worked tirelessly starting in the summer of 2021 to create and adapt curriculum, co-facilitate almost 30 course sessions, and assist all the Greek chapters in developing the individual's EDI plans. By building intercultural competency, Greek leaders and members will be able to better engage with a diverse community, and which will lead to a more inclusive environment for their members and chapters and successful engagement across our differences. Congratulations to the Ignite VU team. This is the happiest team on campus. Okay. Our next award is the Diversity Leadership Award. This award recognizes staff members who have exhibited an outstanding commitment to equity, diversity, and inclusion and have demonstrated exemplary contributions to developing a culturally diverse and welcoming university community. With 2 honorees in this category. The first recipient is Portland Cruz. Senior Administrative Assistant with the Office of Health Science Education at the School of Medicine, and she brought her own fan club. Portland's enthusiasm for connecting and nurturing people was evident from the moment she joined the School of Medicine and has been an inspiration to her colleagues ever since. She's always working to support those around her, whether it's by helping other groups who need an extra set of hands, putting together a party for a departing staff member, or serving as a member of the Work-Life Connections team. She helped lead a virtual Cinco de Mayo and cultural event for staff and faculty, featuring PowerPoint slides showcasing the heritages and cultures of people within the group. And when the staff returned to the office in July of 2021, she made a special effort to connect with everyone. She continues to regularly welcome new staff members and helps integrate them into the community. Through her work with the Association of Vanderbilt Black Faculty and Staff Employee Affinity Group, Portland is purposely thinking about her impact and role in helping the next generation. And she has inspired many others to do the same. Congratulations, Portland. The next recipient of the Diversity Leadership Award is Denise Johnson, Research Finance Team Lead. Is she here? We need to have somebody to accept on behalf of Denise. You know, like Denise has been at Vanderbilt for more than 20 years. And she was leading by example long before she became a team leader for research finance. She's played a vital role in fostering an equitable team environment by sharing her knowledge, by empowering, educating, and supporting her Vanderbilt colleagues, and by promoting open inquiry, equality, compassion, and excellence. Denise gladly gives her time to her department, her team members, and the university. She co-chairs the Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Committee of the University Staff Advisory Council, and she is a member of Vanderbilt's Association of Black Faculty and Staff. Equity, diversity, and inclusions, principles that are crucial to the success and well-being of our Vanderbilt community, are the principles that Denise lives by and that she cultivates and promotes for her colleagues. And she's continuing her own development by pursuing a PhD in leadership and decision-making. No wonder she's busy. Congratulations to Denise, and we'll make sure you get your award. Thank you. And our final award today is the Commodore Award. Indeed, given to staff members who have made significant contributions to Vanderbilt's pursuit of excellence in education, research, and community service. 2 people are being honored with the Commodore Award this year. The first recipient is Darren Weeks, Senior Administrative Assistant in the Office of Undergrad Medical Education. It's the medical school people that are the biggest cheerers. As a key member of the team for the Office of Undergraduate Medical Education, Darava navigates the many complexities of work that bridges the university and the medical center. She assists with deans and faculty, special projects, and the student worker program. But her value is not only defined by her main tasks. In fact, her colleagues say about her that she is the person you need to know on day one. Because her creative thinking will always bring a valuable perspective, and she will give it to you straight. Because you can trust her and you can rely on her, because she will seek ways to help even when you don't ask, and because, as her colleague says, Deravan is our excellence. She consistently shines, and when she sees a need, she works to meet that need. True to our mission, Deravan works diligently in the service of others, and she brings out the best in humanity, beginning with the many people she impacts every day here in her work at Vanderbilt. Congratulations. The next recipient of the Commodore Award is Donna F. Smith. Donna is the Business Operations Manager for the Department of Human and Organizational Development. And this is one of the largest departments that we have on campus, and she handles her many duties with competence, confidence, collegiality, and an upbeat attitude. Over the last 2 years in particular, she's taken on extraordinary challenges that demonstrate her management and interpersonal skills. First, she coordinated the department's move out of Mayborn during remodeling into the Sunny building temporarily, and then back to Mayborn. Second, Donna helped manage multiple faculty searches for her department, 4 searches at the same time, with 10 candidates visiting campus in a 2-month period. Good luck with that. Donna is, and she needs to be, unflappable, but managing the moves and the searches and doing so with care and concern for all the individuals involved, this was a Herculean task indeed. But she, in contrast to Hercules, she accomplished this task with her usual aplomb and good humor. She knows what needs to be done, makes it happen with accuracy and efficiency, and does it all with warmth, with her warm and welcoming disposition. Donna is the kind of staff member that represents the best in Vanderbilt through a personal touch and through her unwavering commitment to her faculty and students. Congratulations, Donna. So, congratulations to all of our award winners today. I'm really grateful for all that you bring to our work and the excellence you provide to our university. And before I turn the program back to Tiffany, I want to again thank you for being here today and for all that you have done for us and for our community this year and all the time. And I want to make one final note, which is simply to say, I know that we all have been continuing to work hard, both in the wake of the pandemic and amid the many, many difficult circumstances that exist in our nation and around the world. As we head into the summer, remember to take time to rest and rejuvenate with your loved ones and continue to support each other as you do every day. I also suggest that you take our motto, Dare to Grow. Take it with you wherever you go. Always keep learning, always keep developing and sharing good things with one another, because we grow best in a supportive community. I know we will have even more to celebrate when we convene again this fall and in the years to come. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to all of today's award recipients. Much well deserved. Thank you to Chancellor Diermeier and Vice Chancellor Kopstain for joining us today and addressing Vanderbilt University's staff. For those of you that are here with us in person, I welcome you to join us down the hall in the Board of Trust room for the reception. And to everyone who has joined us online, thank you for attending our spring staff assembly. Thank you, thank you. I hope you all have a wonderful summer and anchor down.